Hey everyone, Penny Snark here. We are in a new location today because we're going to do something a little bit different. I have been feeling the fall air blowing coming in, and it's making me think I need to do a spooky DIY. But the thing that you should know about me is that I have ADHD and I am a craft collector. We'll say collector. So I thought that it would be fun to just kind of kick off the season by heading upstairs to my sewing room craft studio and seeing what we might find up there and if we can make something fun out of the various craft supplies that I already have. So I'm going to take you upstairs, so hold on for a minute and let's go. All right, here we are. Welcome to my sewing room. The sewing stuff is behind you right now, but this is where all of my kind of crafty things are. I got this from Target, I think, just one of your standard cube guys. I've got my Mountain Dew. I brought my iPad in case we want to sketch something out, but let's take a look. I have lots of buttons. This is a big thing of vintage buttons that my friend Anna gave me. Thank you, Anna. This pumpkin pail has some of the stuff that I have used for previous Halloween craft parties. So I'm feeling like there might be good stuff. We've got some pom-poms. Oh yes, so I did a craft party where I had these coffin little wood forms for people to decorate and personalize however they choose, and I think these could be fun. These are definitely a possibility. I've got some wooden crosses. We've got one googly eye. I bet the rest are in here. But we've got some little puffy stickers. We've got some gems. We have some spooky glitter. That could be good. There's a bunch of different paints and like paint pens in here. So that's going to be very handy for us. Oh, I have this little purple pumpkin washi tape. That might be worth playing with. I have lots of different kind of like, I have this black lace that I was planning to put on my vampire dress for the vampire ball last year, and I just didn't end up wanting to put it on there. I liked it how it was. So we definitely have lace. This is a little snip of lace that was left from my 1890s dress. I keep thinking that maybe I'll do like a choker with this, but it's kind of itchy, so I don't know. Maybe it'll end up part of this craft. Let's see. Oh yes, I bought this big thing of kind of decorative beads, embeds, cabochons. You can probably not hear me over that. I had been planning to put them on the claws that I was wearing with my vampire dress, but then they're mostly like silver, and the silk claws are silver. These things are mostly gold. And then just because they were kind of fussy to take on and off, I didn't end up doing it. But this, we could definitely get some good stuff in here because we've got like some black and red roses, skulls, a couple guitars. I don't want those, obviously, but they came in the pack. And then this is kind of a box of like supplies. We've got Mod Podge, we've got an embroidery hoop and some spiral steel boning, like you do. We've got our E6000, some craft glue. Oh, we do have this kind of black and gold twine that I got from the dollar spot many years ago. I am not currently shopping at Target, but obviously I buy things and then I never use them. We do, well, this is like grommet. Oh, I forgot my mom gave me these. These are little embellishments that have little witchy things. So there's like a cauldron. I'll get you a close-up if we end up using some of these. But there's a spell book. There's some like stylish spooky shoes. There's witches' hats. There's broomsticks. This would be a good option too. And then obviously I've got just kind of a variety of fabric bits. I'm not going to pull those out because it takes me a long time to get them even slightly organized. So we're just going to leave them for now in case I need to pull anything out. I do still have some feathers. I don't think any of this trim or ribbon is going to be, oh, but I've got more ribbon back here. What? Ooh. I got some Beetlejuicy ribbon. I got some stripes. This is definitely going in the pile. This could be good. Oh, I've got some rickrack. This is how you know a true craft gremlin when you see one. This was tied around something that I bought, like a cute gift box from like a small business, and I untied this very nice bow and I said, I could use this. I might use this. So up it came into the little supply assortment. And then these are just some more buttons. More buttons, always more buttons. A few interesting, like, some very pretty, like, sets that, like, are still together. Some pretty gold ones. I don't know if I'm going to need buttons, but it's always nice to know that I have them. And is there anything? Oh. And one more ribbon, a beautiful orange ribbon. What did I buy this for? I bought this for a costume or a craft. I definitely bought this for something Halloween related. I don't remember what that was. If you remember me using this ribbon, let me know. But, okay, so I think that the main item we have are going to be these coffins. And the thing, so when I had my party, we did kind of like individual coffins that everyone decorated. I'll see if I can find a picture. I did like a pink one with lots of studs and stuff. But I'm almost thinking, what if I used multiple of these with like, and made them into kind of like an assortment, maybe with like a spook, from this direction. Maybe that have like a spooky word on it or something. It could be like a nice piece of decor. Or I mean, I could do like individual coffins with like, pun names, but I'm less on kind of like I'm always on the pun, I'm always into puns, but in my decor, I'm not as into puns and kind of like that stuff, but I do appreciate a spooky font and maybe like the word dead or trick, grave. I don't have enough, I don't think, to do. How many do I have? Yeah, that's it. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we could do something that uses all 6 of these, or we could do an individual thing. I kind of like, they're like a deck of cards. Pick a card, madam, and oh my gosh, it's a coffin. I don't know. It feels very Dr. Facilier. But maybe I could make something into these. I do also really love, obviously there's lots of folks who have like styled things of coffins into kind of like beauty items. It could be fun to do like a selection of coffin shaped beauty things. That would be more probably like just painting. I would really like to use some of my other other goodies. I do really like these stickers, but I don't know. And the same with these. I don't know if like the witch vibe really like melds with the coffin. So these might have to be for some other creation. But I do think that adding some of these would be fun. Here, I'll take these out so you can actually see what I'm talking about. But, ooh, this is even, check this out. This is like a Holy Mother Mary. So like we could do like a, putting some stuff on here. We've got like roses. Roses could be fun. Some sort of something there. I don't, maybe, like, I almost like the idea of a garland. These are pretty lightweight. I could maybe hang these on a garland, and that would be fun if they had, either they said something, like I have like a spooky garland already, or if they kind of seemed like they related to each other. Ooh, I feel like, see, now this is not a Halloween idea, but I really want to do one that's like a candy box. Wouldn't that be fun? Thinking of like, Christine McConnell made a really beautiful coffin, like an actual like candy box with treats and stuff in it. You can see I've got a heart-shaped Godiva box up there that, once again, like with the rickrack, I was like, I'll do something with this one day. And here it is, not done. But you never know. And this is what this project is all about. I really like the idea of doing like a little gift box, and like it could be maybe two of them that we did like a little coffin like gift box. One is the top and one is the like the inside, and I could kind of like display them like set like that. I think that might be cute. I think that might be what we want to do. I am going to keep on pondering, and I'm probably going to eat lunch. But when I see you again, I am guessing we will be in top-down mode, so you can kind of watch what I'm doing. I think that is going to be the plan. I might actually, I should sketch it out on the iPad first, and I will show you that, probably. I know Procreate takes video, so we'll see how that goes. And I could put some of the stuff. Oh, this is a good idea. See, this is why we're doing this. I think this is going to be a fun idea, and then that leaves me with some other ones to do something else with, either this year or in another 3 or 4 years when I remember that I have these. We will give it a go. Oh my gosh, am I gonna have to crawl over here? Let's just say that we'll cut it like this and do it like magic, okay? I'll see you later. Hello, as promised, we are here in top-down mode. Is it the same day? No, it's not. That's fine. I actually decided yesterday that I really wanted to take a little bit more time to kind of imagine what I wanted to create with these guys. So I will put on the screen some of the inspiration that I was looking at, as well as some of kind of the little sketches that I made. So I really took inspiration from one box in particular, just made me think so much of a coffin when I saw it. So I definitely want to do one that's kind of pink and ultra girly, but I think I also want to do one that's black and a little bit more gothic. I did also, in the time that I had, realize that I have a pack of acrylic paint markers that I had actually ordered for a different craft project over the winter that did not come in time, so they did not get to be used. So I have not tried these, so I think what I'm going to do is get just kind of a base coat of paint on 2 of these, and then I can let that dry and then maybe experiment a bit with the markers just to kind of see how that goes. So I am gonna put on something to watch or listen to, and get going. And I'll check in with you when these are a little bit further along. All right, editing Penny here to tell you that I made a little bit of a mistake while I was filming this, which is that I just turned it on. I just turned it on and started recording. I was definitely intending to kind of take breaks to chat with you guys, to process, but I just got really in the zone and focused up, and I recorded way too much video and ran out of storage halfway through, and did not realize until I finished that I had in fact lost half of the footage of what I was doing. So you see me here doing some of my sketches, like drawing this out for the pink one that was inspired by that lovely kind of coffin-inspired one, but I unfortunately lost all of the footage of me doing the second pink one, which you will see in the end, how it turns out, and I do talk a little bit about that at that point, but oh well, lessons learned. Sorry you missed out on that, but hopefully it's still a fun time, and let's listen to some tunes, craft along with me, and I will see you again at the end of the video to share the finished product. Okay, and here we have our finished product. So I was annoyed that I lost some of my recording of doing this, pretty much all of this one, unfortunately, but I think they look so cute together, because you've got your little flowers, and then you slide it open, and you've got some spooky candy inside. I did go through and add just a couple more details after I finished this up. I decided I didn't like the peach on the bones, so I decided to redo those to match the skull and just fill some spots in. But these are so cute. I definitely will probably paint the sides now, kind of before I put them out to display them. But they are looking really fun, and I had planned on doing kind of an inside version for both, but I just didn't really feel like it, and I really like this one, so I really wanted, I had initially intended to draw for both of them, but I was like, but I have all of these little notions and things that I showed you. I really tried to make the lace trim work here, but that just didn't really end up coming together. But I am super happy with how this guy turned out. I think it definitely looks like someone sending me a romantic little spooky gift in a coffin. What a treat, what a dream. If only that would happen to me in real life. If anyone out there wants to send me a coffin candy box or anything that comes in a coffin box, you just let me know and we can make that happen. So I'm really excited about these. I am glad to add these to my spooky decor for this year. So we'll see where they end up. I have not yet started setting up Halloween. That is probably going to be this weekend's activity. So hold on for that. You will see these around my home soon, but for now, thanks for joining me for our first DIY on the channel. Let me know if you want to see more crafts. I am definitely this kind of like home crafter. I know there are lots of people on YouTube who do really such amazingly cool, I mean, Midge, my beautiful Midge, does the most amazing elaborate crafts, and I'm a little bit more of like a tabletop craft kind of ghoul, but if you like that too, hopefully you were inspired to make yourself something with some simple things around your house, some stuff from your craft stash this spooky season, and I can't wait to share more Halloween fun with you. Like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and I will see you back here for the next one. See you later. Goodbye.